the 500-pound elephant in the room, the color purple or whatever, and sitting there, and I was telling people, man, we gotta start, taking note about what's going on in our world right now. This is back, almost 8-9 years ago, just writing, songs, and it's just interesting to see how it's just taken so long for you know what I mean, like just for the whole thing to kind of catch up, and people starting to realize now that, oh my God, what's going on with our country, and it's just great to see people waking up. But Scotty's the guy that I got turned on to his videos through my engineer. He goes, have you seen this Scotty Martin guy? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He showed me the video, and it was like that. I was like a hallelujah moment when I was like, oh my God, there's somebody out there that's putting to video everything I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, amazing.
And I told Scotty this when I met him. I said, it completely changed my way of thinking about what I was doing with my music, and how I was approaching what I was, how I was going to get it out there. And I told Scotty when we finally met, I told him, I said, man, we have got to start a conservative Grammy show. You know what I mean? Somewhere down the road, we got to get enough conservative, Christian, faith-based, country-based, flag-based music, American music. We got to have a show that is like the Grammys, but it's for that. And the award is going to be the Scotty. You get a Scotty.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I mean? You get a Scotty because he's the guy. He's the guy that was playing everybody's new songs that nobody would play on the radio.
Yep.
And in my world, when radio starts
airtime
back on you, and the country music industry turns their back on you for the very themes that made them every dollar they ever got, it's kind of weird, So
yep.
I just wanted to bring that up, that Scotty became this almost lighthouse for me of like, oh my God, I can start saying stuff, and I'm just gonna go to Truth Social. And I'd never been on a social media before. I had, my daughter runs my music company, and she was doing all my social medias. I didn't pay attention to any of that stuff, and so now I wanted to get involved, and I wanted to be a part of it because I saw a way for me to get my music to people that wanted to hear it. Because until like the Aaron Lewis thing broke and all that stuff.
That's awesome. Am I the only one? Such a fantastic song.
You couldn't get anybody. If you brought in a song to a radio station and it had American themes in it, they go, oh man, we're not playing that.
We're good. We're out on this.
Am I the only one here tonight, shaking my head and thinking something ain't right? Is it just me? Am I losing my mind? Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not. Who thinks of taking all the good we got and turning it bad? Hell, I'll be damned. I think I'm turning into my old man. Am I the only one willing to bleed, or take a bullet for being free? Screaming what the fuck at my TV for telling me, yeah, you're telling me that I'm the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground. Another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. Am I the only one not brainwashed, making my way through the land of the lost, who still gives a shit and worries about his kids as they try to undo all the things he did? Am I the only one who can't take no more screaming? If you don't like it, there's a fucking door. This ain't the freedom we've been fighting for. It was something more, yeah, it was something more. Am I the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue? Burning on the ground, another statue coming down in a town near you. Watching the threads of old glory come undone. Not the only one. I can't be the only one. Am I the only one who quit singing along every time they play a Springsteen song? Am I the only one sitting here, still holding on, holding back my tears for the ones who paid with the lives they gave? God bless the USA. I'm not the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue. Burning on the ground, another statue coming down in a town near you. Watching the threads of old glory come undone. I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one.
An institution to try and stop us from vanquishing them from power forever. As you know, crooked Joe Biden and the radical left thugs who have weaponized law enforcement to arrest their leading political opponent, and leading by a lot, including Obama. I'll tell you what, you take a look at Obama and take a look at some of the things that he's done. This is the same thing. The country was very divided. And we did with Obama. We won an election that everyone said couldn't be won. We beat Hillary Clinton. Now, you know, I used to call her Crooked Hillary. I'd say Crooked Hillary, but I took that name away from her. That was a great day. About 2 months ago, I said, you know what? Because I don't like using names on people, doubles. I think we have a lot of words out there. So now I call her Beautiful Hillary. She's a beautiful woman. And rather than Sleepy Joe, we call him Crooked Joe because it's a very appropriate name. So that was a good day for Hillary. I think she was very happy with it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Great American Podcast, where everything American matters. Great to see you guys here. Jeff, how are you, sir?
Oh, his mic's off.
Your mic's off. Can't hear you.
Your mic's off.
I can't hear you, brother.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you just fine now?
Don't call me Jeff. You do not call doubles names.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. I apologize.
Interesting.
I'll call you for cough. Sorry for cough.
Interesting com there, and also too with Dan Scavino's.
Yep.
Don't trust everything you see.
Don't trust everything you see, and not to mention, what do you have to do with the diamonds? The diamonds, if you steal them,
Yep.
you gotta return them. Right. Hey, Miss Cammie, how are you? Welcome. Happy
Good.
Sunday.
How are you? I forgot to show you, brother, something earlier. My stickers finally came in.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, those are big. That would fit nice on the back of the laptop.
Say they're not 5x7s. I think 3x5s.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good looking. Love it.
But too little, too late. Teespring.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
them
Well,
too
and
much.
we'll talk about that a little bit as we go on. Actually, John and Jeff have been working on something kind of in the background for a new merch store, and so definitely the work and effort that you guys have put in is much appreciated in finding the one that we're using now much better. They haven't
Yeah.
banned any T-shirts yet. They haven't censored us like Teespring. Teespring is a definitely censorship heavy, similar to YouTube, which we probably are already censored on YouTube just because of the song in the beginning. We'll see how that goes, though.
Fools.
So hey, John, the
Hey, we're
mod.
batting 100 on that one. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Hey,
That's okay.
by the way, Jeffrey still said we could use that song.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
YouTube.
So I got
Yeah.
another one that Jeffrey still said we can use today.
Yeah.
Those of you that may or may not know, today we are special guest is in the chat, Miss C.L. Smith in Texas. We love you, darling. She's so amazing.
Hello.
Or C-Tex.
C-Tex. Follow her on True Social. She puts out a lot of good comms out there, but she also is a lover of animals, a lover of the Lord, and it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, sister. We love you.
Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday.
So I'm not
Happy
sure
birthday.
when you guys want to do the. So there's some things that we did for you. The family came together and they put out a nice little thread. I just I don't know if I've attached you to it yet, but I'll attach you to it here in a moment. But we'll go through the thread today. I don't know if you guys want to do that now or later in the show. And then I also put a video together, and you guys shared some memes with me and stuff, and it's on my Rumble right now. I uploaded it. I literally last minute, and then I missed a picture, and I had to go back and redo it, and so it was a little stressful to get on it, to get up and running on time. So whatever you guys think we should do there.
I have a special message for her.
Okay, let's start off with yours. Love it.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me.
I'd just like to let you know that Ochi's in the chat for the
I
first
saw
time
that.
in a minute.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
My Ochi. Hello, my Ochi.
Hey, sister, I haven't seen you in a while. Boston's in the chat.
And,
Of course,
and
Terry.
Ruby and Jay,
And Ruby.
Harry.
And G.
Our friend Fakoff Lefties is in the chat. We love Fakoff Lefties.
Yep.
Okay, you
Whoever that
ready?
dude is.
Yeah, that guy.
That
You
guy.
ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Hold on, let me. That's what I hate about Rumbles. You gotta pause it. Hold on one second. Come on.
Turn your sound.
Already starting out great.
That's all right.
Hey, C-Tex, it's me. That's right, your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. Jeff, Cammy, John the Mod, and Steven over at the Great American Podcast told me it was your birthday today. I just wanted to tell you, very happy birthday. It's a special day. People over at the Great American Podcast, they're great people, they're fine people. I know them very well. I just want to say, let's make birthdays great again. And hashtag FJB. One other thing. Voiceover guy, I got 2 words for you.
You're fired.
Well, a very
Oh,
special
that's
message.
amazing.
A very special message from President Trump.
Oh, I love it.
I am super jealous. Why didn't you guys do that for my birthday? Because I'm a
Love
Trump fan. That's awesome.
When was your birthday? We don't even know when your birthday was.
It's in April.
Oh, that's why. Come
Yeah.
on. Well,
Yeah.
next year something
awesome.
special will happen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to find this thread real quick. I just don't know where I put it. Maybe I put it on replies.
Speaking of that, somebody sent me something. Hold on. Will you look for that? I promise you it's funny.
Was that the special? Hey Jeff, was that the special?
Oh no!
Okay.
No, that was an thought. But you see how it's somebody's
Yeah.
in the group text, so you see how that tied in a little. When he sent it to me, I was like,
I
no,
love that.
oh, that's perfect.
That was awesome.
I just want to say thanks, Todd, for messaging me and sending this.
I've been smelling my hole. Just got a sex change. It's
Oh my
already
God.
infected. It smells like shit and decay. Really good chance I'm gonna take my life one day. At least I'll get more attention than all those normie gays. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to when a creature like me believes that it's true that he could just wake up and not be a dude, but he is. Oh, he is living as a new girl with a Y chromosome. You ask which men can be women, I'll tell you which can. The ones that trade their pole for a hole, and that hole really stinks, and it's covered in goo, and it smells like a combo of roadkill and poop. If I don't dilate it, it will heal shut and fill in. Tell me which man can be women. There's a global mission to turn peepees to giners. They'll do it to minors, they don't care. Lord, I got gigantic feet, but I cut off my meat. Both my butt cheeks are covered in hair. Still got Adam's apple the size of a planet. My name used to be Craig, but I changed it to Janet. Got brainwashed by the internet, left holding the bag. I cut my penis off, I could have just been a fag. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to when a creature like me believes that it's true that he could just wake up and not be a dude, but he is. Oh, he is living as a new girl with a Y chromosome. You ask which man can be women, I'll tell you which can. The ones that trade their pole for a hole, and that hole really stinks, and it's covered in goo, and it smells like a combo of roadkill and poop. If I don't dilate it, it will heal shut and fill in. Tell me which man can be women. I've been smelling my hole. I got a sex change, and now I regret it. I should have just been fucking gay. Just been fucking gay.
Oh man,
Oh, we love
I
Todd.
leave it to John to get
love
that
Todd.
video.
that was
We
epic.
love Todd.
Oh my gosh.
They
All
sent
right,
me-
so-
Didn't Yuri Bezmenov say something about how the power of like ritual of humiliation like really works, and it's like throw
Well,
it
at
right
this
back at
point,
him.
when I was watching that, I was like, "Oh Lord, humanity's gone. Please come back now. Let's turn it
Yeah.
back."
Well, just remember, in the end, God always wins. You know?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
So-
sir.
absolutely.
All right. So here's the thread that we did for Miss CLS Smith and C-Tex. We love you, sister. Again, happy birthday. So Miss Ann, hopefully she comes. She's in the chat. Let's check that out. Maybe not. DG asked if she was going to come watch us today.
I see her. Oh, well, maybe that was earlier. She might not be here still.
She's usually in the comments, but I don't see her. So,
Yeah.
well, Miss A, good seeing you. So happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. You deserve the best. Love you. Miss Terry, who's actually the one that set all of this up, she sent me a DM a few days back and said it was her birthday today. And
That's awesome.
so yeah, we wanted to make sure that she had a very special day today. So thank you, Miss Terry, for that. But here's one.
Yes, thank you, Terry.
Here's one special rose for one very special woman. I'm so thankful to know you. Love you, sister. Have a beautiful, blessed birthday. Look at that puppy. That looks like my Bellers. My baby dog. DG, good morning. Happy birthday, CL Smith. And since we've met here, I often thought I wish we were neighbors. I would have been there to give you a lending hand in times of need, with vehicle stuff or whatever else I could help with. Have a blessed day. We love you, CLS. G, happy birthday, CLS. Warmest wishes to you on your very special day. I hope you continue to change the lives of others with your positivity, love, and beautiful spirit. with the cat.
Yeah.
Your heart is as big as Texas, the Deer Ninja. Hey, CLS, wishing you an awesome birthday. You are a delight in a dark world. Happy birthday from Carrie. Sora, happy Sora 120. I don't know if you know Sora. He's awesome. He goes to Japan every year. He's pretty cool. But happy birthday to this Patriot. Hope this day is a special one. So yeah, that's a few of those. You know what I'll do? We'll go into our stuff, and I'll play her video kind of in the middle because I did finish the video. And I did a Jeffrey Steele song. I think she might like it. I asked for his permission, of course. YouTube. So.
Yeah, YouTube.
But I'll let you go into whatever you guys want to go into there, and we can come back to the celebration for her birthday.
Yeah, get a little bit more.
Yeah, and I apologize, CLS. I'm not on Truth a lot. I go there every few days and maybe spend 5 minutes a day because I'm just a Twitter person. So happy birthday to you. Sorry, I don't really know you, but happy birthday. Have a blessed birthday.
Happy birthday, C-Tex.
Deer Ninja's in the chat.
Yes, he is.
Dear Ninja Man.
Ma Ninja.
Miss Ruby. All right. So what do y'all want to go into? Let me unshare my screen so y'all can have some fun.
So Jeff, do you want me to start off or you, Jeff?
You can start off because I'm still playing in my head how I want to do it, but it's just coincidence how it worked out, and I didn't realize this is episode 18. And the number 18 plays into what I want to talk about. You'll see why, but go right ahead, Cammie. Ladies first.
So the teacher in me is going to come out and teach today. I do that every week, actually.
Oh, real quick, Grover is in the house. What's up, Grover?
Hello, Grover.
Yeah, so, I posted that. Sorry, Cammie. I posted that feed on one of his posts that he sent out to Jeffrey. So he was involved in that too. So, anyways, go ahead.
Well, I thought that we were gonna start talking about September 11th, and I know we're not quite there yet. But so I have facts about the actual date, September 11th, and I did fact check them per Google. They're all correct. So
it wasn't a Snopes fact check.
No,
right.
It wasn't Snopes.
Yeah.
But I've been reading this book by Jonathan Cahn. My sister-in-law told me to read it. It's called The Harbinger 2, and it talks about September 11th, significance of the date and why the attacks on our country were on that date and why it's so significant in history. So just a little bit of a history lesson to go back. We did talk about this before. So World War II transformed America into the world's military power. Before then, we were the world's economic power. We took over from the British in the late 1800s and became the world's economic power. And then in World War II, Roosevelt made a speech on, guess what night, guys?
9/11.
September 11th. Roosevelt made a speech on September 11th, 1941, that he was going to enter into World War II. And also on September 11th, guess what was erected and started being built?
Twin Towers.
The Pentagon.
Oh,
the same day.
The Pentagon.
And I have all this. The Pentagon.
Satanic.
So for a little, I'm going to show you the articles that I fact checked all this, and this is all true. And back in ancient Roman days and Roman era, empire days, in order to, you're basically, a protection of a city back then was what? It was the stone wall. So your protection of your city was a stone wall, because behind the stone wall was your soldiers that was protecting the people within the city and the kings and the queens and all that. And so your fortress is your stone wall. So it gets very deep because I have a lot of information. Like I said, Jeff, I'm gonna be all over the place. So when Roosevelt, I'm sorry.
I said, no, that's okay, because I was too. Because when I said the Twin Towers, I brought up a picture of some dates in a roll on 1968, though, to play off of what you're going to talk about. But go ahead. That's why I said Twin Towers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I wanted to go back to a little bit of the history. So that's a little bit, of that. Roosevelt made a speech on September 11th. The Pentagon was beginning on September 11th, 1941. And I have articles to prove that. began its construction on September 11th, 1941. And Jeff, or John, you can just show that article real quick of the King Zephyr one. That's the first one I sent you, John. That shows that the Pentagon began its construction on September 11th, 1941. And it also talks about how Roosevelt made his speech on that night to enter into World War II. So I think it's kind of fascinating that on the same day, the Pentagon was, September 11th, the day of planting began and the day of uprooting. It shows Roosevelt sitting there. And it talks about, this article talks about how it, that's the day that U.S. Air Defense. So the reason I brought up back in Roman ancient history days, in order to breach a city, you had to go past the wall. The Wall of America is considered our wall of the wall and the gate to the city. In order to breach the gate of the city, you had to breach their, cement stoned wall. Our wall of the city, our wall to America breach is considered the Pentagon and New York City. And so 9/11 goes deep. They attacked both things on 9/11. They attacked our wall, the gate to us, which was our military, the Pentagon. They attacked our, struck the gate of America, which was New York City. And if you want to pull up, New York City was founded by Sir Henry Hudson. That's why they have the Hudson River in New York City. He founded it on September 11th, 1609. And that's when he founded New York City, was September 11th in 1609. And that's where the Hudson River comes in. They named it after him because he founded the city. So all the September 11th dates are deep. It's just deep, deep, deep stuff that happened on September 11th. I was just watching Rumble. We have commercials. Sorry.
Yeah, there's commercials on Rumble.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So it's a very small amount. Like people with big videos, I'm sure they get paid quite a bit more. I mean, but
yeah, but I just noticed that. I was like,
yeah, you get paid.
We had a commercial break. I didn't know, but
no. You get paid right away. And we do actually have commercials. We have commercials from our sponsor every now and then.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we got one.
So New York City symbolizes for the whole entire world power, wealth, and greatness. It always has, because what is out of New York City? The central banking systems. You have all of the stock markets there. The wealth all came through New York City. And obviously we're seeing that dwindle now because the city is going down. But John, if you want to show the quick one about the defense, about the Pentagon defense, the second one I sent you, the article. This is just because I wanted to let you guys know I did fact check everything that was out of this book, and every date's all correct because I pulled it up in Google and it's all correct. This talks about the Pentagon. September 11th was when the Pentagon was constructed, 1941. And this just talks about, you guys can look in these articles. If you just scroll up, Jeff or John, it talks about the builders and the materials and the reason how they designed it. And like I was talking, it goes back to the ancient Roman days in the fortress. They were building a fortress, signifying that this was our fortress of America and our walls of America, our safety of America. And when the plane hit, it goes into even deeper. It hit on a specific side that basically said, I'm your daddy now, I own you, America. So that's a different story. But so quickly, John, if you want to go to the number, because I want to get into the Statue of Liberty, what that all means too.
Speaking of the side that it hit on, it just happened to hit where that $2.1 trillion was missing the day before.
Yep. Absolutely. So New York City is considered the doorway, the gate to America. And that's why we have the Statue of Liberty there. The Statue of Liberty was modeled after an Arab woman. And it was patterned after the ancient Colossus of Rhodes, Helios. I think that's how you say it, Helios, the Greek sun god. And that's why it has, the sun basically shaped on her crown. And the words of this on her pedestal, it says, "I lift my lamp beside the golden door," because the doorway to America is New York City. And that's why that sign is there, because it says it's lifting its light to the door of America, New York City. So it's very deep on why that's there. And in ancient times, like I said, in order to protect a city, a wall was put up around a gate, wall, whatever you want to say it. So that is just saying it's lifting its light up to protect the gate to America, which is New York City. And so that's the article right there that talks about her Statue of Liberty, how she was patterned off of the Greek goddess, sun god, which, obviously that's demonic too. And something interesting, what I found in George magazine. Do you want to put that one up, John? I know I'm going kind of fast because I know other people have to talk. So
Also-
George, this is kind of one that is going to lead into Jeff as well. We've talked about this and brushed
It
on
is.
this. September
It is.
11th for Jesus's birthday. I wasn't convinced. I wanted to do more research because when you tell me something, I want to research it and I want to see for myself if it's true. And we all know December 25th was not Jesus's birthday. That's a given. Every person who knows the Bible knows that that's not Jesus's birthday. It's impossible, because to be born in a manger like he was, December's below freezing temperatures. A newborn baby wouldn't last 5 minutes in that weather. So we all know that that was not a date that he was born. Every single scholar that I looked up online said that they nailed it down to September 11th. We're talking everyone. There was only a couple that said September 25th.
Of 3 AD,
Yes.
because that's when the Star of David
Yes,
was
3 AB
over.
and then 3 AB but a couple of them, like I was telling Jeff before the show, a couple of them I looked at, they said they nailed it down between September 11th through September 25th, but about 90% of them agreed it was September 11th. So that's also a deep day for the history of our nation and why these attacks happened, because it's a day, like Jeff said, they want it to be a day of mourning instead of a day of celebration. And I'll let Jeff talk more on that. But so September 11th is basically, we celebrate July 4th to be America's birthday, 1776. But in reality, we shouldn't really be celebrating that, because Sir Hudson founded New York City September 11th, 1609. So that's basically the true birthday of America is September 11th, the true birthday.
So check this out.
If you want to get technical. I'm
Check
sorry.
this out. Check this out. So are you going to go into occultism in 9/11?
I'm not, but you
Did
can.
you didn't that deep? Okay.
I didn't
so
get
maybe-
that far, but in the book it does have that. I just wanted to touch on the date of what a lot has been happening on the date. But you're welcome to go into all that, because I
Well,
know
no,
all that
well-
is very true.
We'll continue to go down this as we're moving into it. I think there's just so much out there about 9/11.
There is, and that's why I think that this should be like a several series type thing. Like when I'm in church this morning, we're doing a several series type thing on like Jesus and all that. It takes more than 1 week to do like something like this.
Absolutely.
And so and that's why I think it's pretty interesting. So September 11th, 1609, and you can Google it. It's Sir Henry Hudson founded New York City. So that's basically when America was born, not July 4th, 1776, but really in 1609, because New York City is the foundation of America, and America's economic power was New York City. That's where our economics came from. To start, that's how we became the world's economic power, was through New York City from all that. So the last thing I wanted to show and talk about was so you understand the symbolization of, it's all symbolization in culture. Culture is all symbolization. We've talked about this. The Pentagon was struck because it was it was breaching America's wall of military defense. The Twin Towers were attacked because it symbolized that it was attacking America's economic power. So since we're the two world powers in military and economics, they attacked us and basically said, who's your daddy now? Who owns you? Basically, that's how I like to think about it that way. And so it's pretty deep what they did. The last photo, there's one photo I want to show, and I just came across this, and I showed this to my husband, and he's like, that mother, and I will say it, that motherfucker is going to hell and burning. Show that last picture of George Bush. This was out of Epstein Island's own personal home on Epstein Island. He had a picture of George Bush.
Yeah. Yep. I know
And if you want to show that, John.
Yep.
And it's pretty freaking disgusting. He's sitting on the floor with 2 paper airplanes and 2 Jenga blocks.
Jenga towers.
Like this. And that was actually, and they've proved it. You can look it up all on Google. It was in Epstein Island's home. This picture right here.
So is the picture of Bill Clinton in a dress on
with the red shoes. With the red
With
shoes.
red shoes. Now, if this is not demonic, like my husband says, this guy has no soul whatsoever. Because anyone to do that is just disgusting. And there's so much that we all know on 9/11. And I mean, I could sit here for probably 5 days and talk about 9/11 non-straight because I have so much information. I've read tons of books. But I just wanted to jump in onto the significance of the date. How America was truly founded in New York City on September 11th to breach a city. In ancient times, you would breach their wall, and then that meant you own them. You were getting to their military. What did they do to us? They breached the Pentagon. They were getting to us. They breached our economic power in New York City. They're getting to us. So all that combines into everything that goes back. And it's pretty interesting that September 11th, 1941, again, the Pentagon was born. That it was attacked on September 11th. So not only was our military began its construction on September 11th, but it also fell on September 11th. So it's pretty deep how I got into that book. And I have a lot more information to go, but like I said, it would take days and episodes. So Jeff or Stephen, whatever you guys want to add on to that.
Yeah,
Well,
I was just going to...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say hi to SBT, and then also what Oki said about the evil Satanists need to put it in our faces to clear their karma. If they get no pushback to their karma, it's cleared. Very true.
Yeah. It's basically like, hey, we warned you, you ignored it, so you have everything coming to you. Number one, Cammy, like Twin Towers. What did the Twin Towers look like? A giant 11. It's all Google it. Something with the 11th pillar of your brain, like connected to God or something like that. So it was also an attack. Now you mentioned the Statue of Liberty,
and in this book it talks about that. He brings up Bible scriptures, and I didn't have time to write them all down to go into it. But that's why I said this would be a very long episode if we did do that. But that's why I just wanted to just to touch on the actual date and the significance of the date. And I thought it was pretty interesting. And then I was like, I'm going to go through, because my sister-in-law told me about the book, and her mom fact-checked it. And I was like, I'm going to fact-check it myself. Dang, it pulls up on Google. Everything I showed you pulled up on Google, all the dates. Yeah. And listen, I'm a history buff. I did not know that Sir Hudson founded New York City in 1609. And it makes sense that they named the famous river, Hudson River, after him, because he founded the city in 1609.
Its actual real name isn't New York. It was New Amsterdam.
I'm sorry?
The real name of New York is New Amsterdam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that was in the book too. Yeah, it was originally New Amsterdam. That was the name of New York. Was New Amsterdam.
And to touch on the Statue of Liberty, how many points are on the Statue of Liberty's crown? 7 for the 7 deadly sins. It's all symbol.
Yeah, that's total symbolism. And we talked about before on Unhinged a lot, Jeff, about the Statue of Liberty, how it has that the Baphomet.
I have that picture. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, in the words, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. See, a lot of people just think, oh, these are cute little sayings. Well, like I said, the door to America is New York City. So that's why that is written on there like that.
Real quick, Stolt, yes, I will do that. Just give me a little time. I will do that. But I mentioned 1968. 1968, the year 911 was made a dialing code. 1968, the year World Trade Center construction began in New York City. 1968, year George W. Bush graduated from Yale. 1968, year 2001, A Space Odyssey came out. 1960, and this ties into my Jets, but anyway, that's okay. Who owns the Jets? The Johnson and Johnson brothers. Yes, that Johnson and Johnson with the baby powder that kills people in the shot.
In the shots.
So
and not to mention 2 weeks.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's so much into 9/11. 2 weeks before,
and
Israel Logistics Company moved out, and they took out a $1 billion policy on terrorism. Go figure.
Yep.
So.
And 1968, the year Israel put out this shekel. Gee, what does that look like? A plane hitting 2 towers.
Yep. 9/11 was planned for a long, long time, going back to Roosevelt. That's why he erected it on 9/11. That's why we entered the war on 9/11, because after that, after we entered World War II, I've talked about this in other podcasts, that put us on the map. Like that, we were the shit. America that put us on the map for military power. We became the world's military power after World War II. And so, and I think it's funny how he started that morning and he made a speech. Well, didn't make a speech, but you can see the Pentagon started being built on 9/11.
Hey, John, look up on YouTube. There's a YouTube short on what book was being read that morning when he was in that classroom.
I want to know.
Hold on.
Yeah, I would like to know what book was being read. And the thing is, I tell everybody, before this was, a conspiracy theory people knew, I said George Bush knew about this because the look on his face was, oh crap, it's really going down. It wasn't a face of shock. It wasn't a face of anything. It was a face of, oh, this is really going down.
Oh, real quick, John, I'm trying to share something. But here's that picture.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I got another picture like that. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard of the TV show? It was an Amazon Prime TV show. It was What If the Nazis Won?
Yeah. It was it's called The Man in the High Tower.
Yep.
The Man in the High
I'm
Tower.
gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it was an interesting series. It's four seasons, I believe it is. I did watch that.
Okay.
That one's a good one. Another one is The Feed, where they put computer chips in your brain and you're connected to the internet all the time, and then it gets infected. Yeah, like they're not. What is that called, John or Jeff? That's called
zombie.
I'm trying to look something up. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, predictive program.
Predictive program.
But no, I mean, John, and Stephen, I mean, and realistically, Hitler should have won that war because he was kicking everyone's ass. He just took on too much territory.
No, see, that's once again we went into it, right? The fallacy, because we did get taken over. Even McCarthy was right that we were taken over by the fascists and the Nazis. They won the war psychologically. It was a psychological war. And look at who's in office right now.
Yep.
Those that are in office, a majority of them are communists. I hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it because they are. They're stealing from the American people. They're funneling money back to themselves. They're continuing to spend our money that we don't even have. And then I saw a video, and it was a pretty good one. Somebody shared it with me. I forget where they shared it with me, but it was pretty amazing. And it was about who do we owe debt to? Who do we owe debt to?
Central banking system.
Interesting, right? Why? Why can't we print our own money? Those are private citizens that have no need. Anyway, sorry.
Stephen, can I show this real quick to John? So now that you said this is a 40-second video, I think that you just said that this goes in perfect what you just said.
Didn't I just send you a video about the silverback?
Or John?
Yes, you did.
The value of the silverback far outweighs the value of fiat currency.
Well, fiat currency is.
Fiat currency has no value.
Yeah, it's worthless.
John, play this Instagram video real quick. You gotta see this. Just tied in identical to everything you just said, Stephen. If you could play that real quick, I just sent it to your Twitter inbox.
You're gonna have to give me a second.
Yeah, Stephen, you'll like this.
Oh, Rosemary's Baby came out on June 12th, 1968. Interesting.
Oh, really?
Oh, who wore that famous dress after they had a baby? It was Prince somebody and Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton was wearing that same exact dress after they had their baby.
Really?
Yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah,
that.
look it up. Google it. Google it. I forget who she was married to because there's so many. I can't fucking keep up with the royals.
Middleton,
Where's
she's married
Bubba?
to the oldest son. Yeah.
Yeah,
Diane's
yeah.
son.
She's wearing the exact same dress,
What?
holding her baby.
Wow.
Other private bankers gathered secretly to draft the
You gotta go
legislation
back,
that would create the Federal Reserve.
To
I
the
found it
beginning.
revealing that in the same year the Federal
Unfortunately,
Reserve
it's
was founded,
Instagram, so it makes me put on a
1913,
loop.
the Internal
Gotcha.
Revenue Service was also established. An income tax was then instigated so you and I would have to pay the politicians' debt, plus interest, to the bankers.
The problem is we have a privately owned central bank system in the United States disguised as a government-owned system. Now, if you look in the telephone book here in the Washington, D.C. area, you look up for Federal Reserve in the blue government pages, it's not there. It's in the white pages right next to Federal Express. It's a privately owned central bank.
Central banks are banking cartels which have gone into partnership with the respective governments in the countries where they operate. And they've been given monopolistic power over the creation of the nation's money supply.
So the beginning was talking about
This is
Jekyll Island.
where in 1910, representatives from the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans, and other private bankers gathered secretly to draft the legislation that would create the Federal Reserve. I found it revealing that in the same year the
Yep. Federal
Yes.
Reserve banking system.
Yep.
Mr.
Which we've talked about many times on this program.
Jeff, what do you got, brother? I'm excited.
Oh, real quick, Stolt, I tagged Source sent me on that video, so.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for
Okay.
explaining me. That was deep. I think we should dig into that 9/11 stuff a little bit more. Maybe
Yeah.
a couple more shows as we go for sure before we get into the main 9/11 show because there's a lot.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a lot more information to pull out of that book and
That's-
share just the date alone.
Yeah,
That was good, Cammy, because it's like Hudson. Where did they put the Statue of Liberty? Where did they put the Twin Towers? Where was the World Trade Center and all that? Then it goes
Hudson
back
River.
it goes back to the DC landscape. Look at all the satanic and Masonic symbolism in the DC landscape. It's everywhere. That's why there's going to be a new capital. Who knows where it's going to be? But yeah, like you said, you weren't all over the place. I'm going to be all over the place now.
I just felt like I was all over
Well,
the place because I was trying to talk about back when you would ancient Roman Empire when you would try to get through a city, you had to first go through their gate, which was their wall, and so had to explain a little bit of history on that.
Yeah.
That's the teacher in me, Steven.
So I had a specific thing that I was going to talk about today, and somebody sent me something this morning, and I was like, holy shit, this ties right into what I want to talk about. And it's funny, Cammy, because you mentioned George Magazine before. Who founded George Magazine?
John F. K. Jr.
Right. So they sent me something. Can you see that case number 23-CV-03880-TLT? You type that into Google, what comes up? Kennedy versus Google. I don't think I can make this any bigger, but if you can see it.
Hey Jeff,
What's up?
hit the control button and scroll in with your mouse. It'll zoom in.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Look at that. Before the court is an application for a temporary restraining order filed by plaintiff John F. Kennedy Jr. Look at the date. Look at the date that this was filed. 8/23/23. Now, if you add those up, oh man, they equal 18. It does not equal 17. Damn it. Aha! John F. Kennedy Jr. has posted under what before, if anybody knows? He has posted not under Q, he has posted under R before. And I found it. Let me just share the screen here. Hold on one second.
In the Q drops?
No, he is posted on. Oh, hold on one second. Hold on.
4chan.
I do the same thing. So don't do it.
4chan, because I want to get this the hell out of there. But there we go. He has posted under R before. What is R? R is the 18th letter of the alphabet. Ironically, today is our 18th episode. So in 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught onto the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. Ugh. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the person in this world whom I honorably had enough trust, and we began to build the plan. Who do you think he's talking about? That man right there.
Donald J. Trump.
Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not awake. You are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you could not sleep. Hasn't Q said that before? Many of you could never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them an answer. That is how we grow. There is no more room in the plan for arrogance or self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you've hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see it all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on everyone. For that matter, you'd never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one. And where we go one, we go all. What did he post under? R, 18th letter of the alphabet. It's funny that that court case was filed 8/23/23. It equals 18. Have a couple other things. This is a picture. Hold on one second. Let me just share screen here. This is a picture of JFK Jr. when he was in the public spotlight. Do you see what does his T-shirt say?
Future proves past.
Future proves past.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, it was in 1995. I have the picture. I should have brought it up. I was so excited that it's like, holy shit, this is just falling all right into place. In George Magazine, with the woman on the cover, and there was Survival Guide to the Future. In there, it says George will enter the time warp and reemerge in when? 2020. That's when this Vincent Fushka guy started coming around. Also, if you know who this... Hold on one second. Let me share my screen here. Y'all might know who it is. Y'all might not. Who is this guy right here?
That's 107.
Also goes under Wayne Willett. If that doesn't look like that could be JFK Jr. in disguise. Oh, but he's fat. Look at the Nutty Professor. Look how fat they made Eddie Murphy look, and how many of his characters in that movie. If they can make him look like that, who's to say that they can make JFK Jr. look like
Do you
that?
really think that JFK Jr. is 107?
I've heard stories about it, yes.
But we'll find out.
Oh my God, I would die if that's the case. I mean, because I followed him right after the election. I listened to every single podcast he did, every drop he did, and everyone was saying it back then. And then I was like, no.
So look at this. 107. EBS is coming, and Trump and Tucker to storm.
October 4th. Don't forget about that. October 4th.
Yep. When was that posted? Sunday, August 27th, 4 days after that court case was filed.
Did you guys watch his videos? I forgot the one that was named.
That he was going to DC. He was like,
yeah, that one that watched, and he stopped and got that special pie for President Trump, and I was like, how does he acted like he was like personal good friends and knew everything about President Trump. And but remember in the beginning, 107 wouldn't show his face.
Well, and there's some people out there too that think he's a shill. So I'm not. I mean, we got to take everything we say with discernment, right, Jeff? What do you say?
And what have I always said? What does Q say? Disinformation on both sides, and it is necessary. Now, this is just a Trump supporter at some of his rallies. if that doesn't look like that could be JFK Jr. and Juan O'Savin kind of mixed together.
Yeah.
And I got to find the video. I told John I'll find a timestamp. We'll play a little bit of something later. But so real quick, I'll share this out real quick.
Let's go.
I love when John says that.
Yeah,
Let's
107
go.
was on Prime Minister's podcast, and that was the first time I was ever like a guest on the podcast was with Prime Minister, and he
Yeah.
had 107 all the time.
So if you look up the Gematria calendar, Juan O'Savin is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Value Gematria is 3732. Also, it says Juan O'Savin value Gematria 1731.
Well, you know that they say that the calendar is actually, there's 13 months and it's 28 days each month.
Yes. Yeah, because if there's 4 months, or if there's 4 weeks per month, what's 4 times 13? 52.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I have. But I just thought it was interesting that it all started coming together, and then this is our 18th episode, and I'm just like, wait, R is, like I said, when you take the dates of that court filing, 8/23/23, you get 18. Everybody be like, oh, that's not 17. Oh, darn. Well, I just showed you. He posts under R also. I can only show you what I found. If you choose to believe it, that's up to you. I can't force anybody to see it. I can't force anybody to believe it. It's just amazing how it all ties together. So that's what I got.
I think I think it's time we play that video, Steven.
Ooh, what do you think? All right. So Miss CLS, I know you're still there in the chat. I see you, sister. I think we're going to play the video that I made for you. Just to give you a little heads up. So I put this video together this morning. I was out doing some stuff and didn't get to sleep until almost 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and then woke up. So I apologize for the quality of the video, but a lot of people helped out. A lot of people did do you want me to play it, or do you want to play it, John?
I don't have it. You have it.
Okay. Let me find it. So, and then there's a little thing that I want to talk about, just because it's important and it's in the news right now. But we'll talk about it after the video.
And then we'll get to One Sheep, Two Sheep. I
got an upgrade.
Yeah, me and Jeff been working on it.
Okay. And a word from our sponsor.
Yep, we got that too.
Where did my restream go? Dang it. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not very computer savvy. I don't know what I'm doing here. However, I
yes,
think I
you
figured it
are,
out.
Steven.
Here we go. Wait, I need sound. All right. Can you guys see that?
Yes, I can see it.
Cool.
Another jailbreak wakes me up to a hotel lobby coffee cup. That dirty old white pickup truck with the trailer hooked up by the Denny's, she's mine. Last night's bugs on the windshield, fast food trash on the dash meal, a speeding ticket and a doctor bill from a gash I got from a short go in Casper. Summer of last year, maybe next year. Oh, when I ride and I fall, one day I might win them all. It's just some broken hearts and broken bones and a hell of a whole lot of being alone. But I ride and I roam, where I hang my hat is home. This cowboy life might kill me, but it's the only one I know. Cell phone was breaking up. The night she called said she had enough of my little white lies and little white lines, and wanting somebody who could never be with her. I look back on every fork in the road I took to chase that buckle of gold, and wonder if what I held for what I hold was worth trading away. Hell, I don't know. I really don't. All I know is a rise and a fall. One day I might win them all. It's just some broken hearts and broken bones, and a hell of a whole lot of being alone. But a right and a wrong, where I hang my hat is home. This cowboy life might kill me, but it's the only one I know. It'll kill me, or it ever lets me go. It'll kill me, but it's the only life I know. And I'd rather die than get caught crying, so I just smile and wear my hat down low. Wear my hat down low. In a ride and a fall, one day I might win them all. Just some broken hearts and broken bones, and a hell of a whole lot of being alone. But a right and a wrong, where I hang my hat is home. This cowboy life might kill me, but it's the only one I know. Yeah, this cowboy life might kill me, but it's the only one I know. I know. I know. In a ride and a fall, in a room, in a room, in a room. It's the only one I know. In a ride and a fall, in a room where I hang my hat. That's all I know.
So, happy birthday, sir. Hopefully,
Happy birthday,
Yes, happy
CTX.
birthday.
hopefully you enjoyed
Awesome
that.
video, Stephen. Awesome video.
It's amazing.
That was an
Happy
awesome
birthday.
video, Stephen. Good job.
So, thank you, Jeffrey Steele, for allowing us to use that song. And then, yeah,
Thank you,
Love the
Jeffrey
work.
Steele, for so many other things too.
Yes.
yeah, so many other things as well. He's such a good patriot, so we appreciate all of that.
Yeah, so there, YouTube.
Happy birthday.
So real quick, sorry. Terry was like, Vincent
That's
Pushka, maybe.
107.
Saban, Well, I mean, if there's not a striking resemblance to JFK Jr. there,
Yeah.
I get it. It's like, I mean, when to see something, to me, there's an awful striking resemblance there to
I love it.
JFK.
I love his
Right
cowboy hat.
after the election, I did not miss one single episode podcast of his because he was on tons of podcast episodes, and I like daily watched probably hours of him and learned a lot about him. He's a very, very, very wealthy man, so it wouldn't surprise me if that really was him, because he's extremely wealthy, and his business dealings that he would talk about would blow your mind. So
Well, if you've ever seen the video Q, the plan to save the world, and I played another one. It was on Off the Cuff with me and Steven the one time about Q killing the Mockingbird. It's the same guy, and supposedly there's conspiracy that that's JFK Jr. doing a voiceover. There's also in Purvey Wood 6. I'm going to try to find the video. It goes into a little bit of the JFK Jr. conspiracy about the plane and all that, and I'll find it. We'll play a little bit of later, but I have another video to play in a little bit.
All right, so
It's not a
Well,
word from our
this
sponsor.
week, obviously, it was September 11th this week, and there was a video going around which I never saw until this week. Did you, brother, see this video that at the exact time that the planes crashed and hit the Twin Towers, that you could see the explosions going off in the levels. Someone had a private video and released it, and you could see the actual
Oh yeah,
explosion going
buildings.
off
Oh yeah, you can find it on
the
DuckDuckGo.
floors. Yeah.
You can find it on DuckDuckGo. I found it on DuckDuckGo many times. Yeah. Oh yeah, you see the flashes and the windows blowing out first, and you
Yeah,
hear
the flashes. I never saw that. Literally, I never saw that until this week.
Yeah, supposedly you could hear somebody say "pull it" beforehand, but Building 7 was the actual target. But also, nobody talks about Building 6. Building 6 fell into its own footprint too. If you look at the ground zero, if you look up Building 6, it fell right into its own footprint, just like the other three buildings too.
It's amazing how you learn more and more every year because people,
Hey John, did you ever find a video with the book that they were learning from? That's okay, I'll find it.
I was looking for it. I know you sent it to me too. I just couldn't find it.
All right, let's roll. Let's go. So here's where we're at right now. Right, we have a lot going on with Ken Paxton. The impeachment, all 16 counts were dropped. I don't know if you guys were paying any attention to that. Obviously, living in Texas, that was something that was important to me. And they were attacking him and basically what they were trying to do, just like what they've been doing with Trump, is they are trying to make those of us that are America First patriots and love our country, they're calling us all kinds of stuff. They're calling us domestic terrorists, all of these other things, and they're doing a political hit job on us because that is so communist, so communism. So check this out, little short video.
I think in light of all of the things going on, and you know what I mean by that, the fake news, the Comeys of the world, all of the bad things that went on, it's called the swamp. And you know what happened? And you know what I did? A big favor. I caught the swamp. I caught them all. Let's see what happens. Nobody else could have done that but me. I caught all of this corruption that was going on, and nobody else could have done it. On top of that, we have the best economy, greatest economy we've ever had, the best job numbers we've ever had, African American, Asian American, Hispanic, the best ever. I think in life.
I mean, let's be serious. The rhinos that pushed so fucking hard to get this guy out.
I caught them all. It's because he caught them. So we go all the way back to what you and I were talking about, the central banking system, the founding of our country, the fact that the central bank has been dissolved 3 times by 3 different presidents.
Yeah.
And then you go into everything that's happened with the Bushes, George Herbert Walker, all of the oligarchies that were the business oligarchies, DuPont, Rockefellers, all of J.P. Morgan.
Yep.
It's obvious, but we've been in this illusion, this brainwashed illusion that we're supposed to be indentured servants. Some people work 8, 12, 15 hours a day just to make a living, and you can barely survive. Some people have 2 or 3 jobs just to barely survive. Inflation is nothing but a tax on the American people. Inflation is nothing but to help those 2,000 billionaires that are in control and that actually don't care about anybody to keep us down and to keep us in an area of this indentured slavery, basically.
Yeah. It makes sense. I think how we said it last week, what better way to make more money in the government than to get and push this whole feminist movement, to push the women into working. I was at church today and walked up to a lady, and every week she dresses the same. Remember Lucille Ball? She'd wear those nice little big fluffy dresses.
Yep.
Well, I'm into dresses now, and I wear a dress every day. And even if I go to the grocery store, I'm wearing a dress because I think it's feminine and it's pretty. And I walked up to her and I said, "You wear the most beautiful dresses. They're all with like the Lucille Ball big ones." And I said, "We need to bring that back." I said, "We need to bring back being what a real woman is." And I don't care. I'm no feminist. I think the woman's job is to be in the home because we need that structure in the home because the Bible even says that, those that don't work shall not eat, and it's talking about obviously, and then it talks about the men going out to be the providers and the women staying at home. And in Proverbs, woman, you know the Proverbs saying where a woman gets up, feeds her family and takes care of the family and everything like that. And the whole destruction began, it wasn't the fathers being taken out of the house. The whole destruction began with the feminist movement, and that brought in taking the fathers out of the house. Because the house was happier when the woman was at home and doing the cooking and not being a feminist, because I'm a woman, but I think that's the right, correct roles. And but so now it's come to the point, Stephen, like you said, 2 people in a household have to work nowadays to make it. I mean, to rent an apartment's $2,000 apartment, you know?
Still can't make it.
Yeah, I saw a video about that, Cammie, exactly when you said that how they want women to go to work so they can tax them. I was like, I remember seeing something.
Of course, to make more money. So that whole feminist movement wasn't for giving us rights. I don't want to hear that BS. The whole feminist movement was,
it's all
first
weaponized.
of all, to make the destruction of the family fall apart, so you don't have like the kids at home and the kids are running wild and you have
Toxic
to pay for
masculinity.
babysitters and
Toxic masculinity.
yeah, exactly. And that's one thing that I got married very young at 21. And when we got married, I told my husband, I said, when we have kids, I'm staying at home, totally staying at home, raising the kids.
So I don't know if you know who Fletch17 is on Twitter, Cammie?
Yes.
Fletch17 just said, okay, X, let's highlight Depeche Mode. What's your favorite song?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to follow that person then.
Yes,
By the way,
Fletch17.
every episode from now on until October 15th, we will be talking about Depeche Mode, because we're going to see, my husband and I are going to see Depeche Mode on October 15th.
But get it real quick. Getting back
It's 30
to
years
building,
to the day since I saw them.
Getting back to Building 7, I found the video if you want to play it. It's 48 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
See it.
I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but
yeah, I did some cleaning, Stephen, and I think I'm a Depeche Mode-aholic. I found 10 shirts that I own.
Yeah, just
Policy of Truth is awesome song. It really is.
All their songs are.
Well, I'm not a fan, but that's definitely my favorite. It is a little blurry, sorry, but
I mean, it is a camera from 2001.
Oh, there's the flashes left. There's the flashes. Come on, people, right in our eyes. Right in our eyes.
Man.
It's on every floor. Did you see that? It went up to every floor. I saw that.
It was on multiple floors. Also, if you remember, they were saying how somewhere, I forget where I found it, but there was an article saying that the BBC was announcing it before it even fell. Obviously, they're ahead of us anyway. They're ahead of us anyway, but they were announcing it before it fell. Just like how there were news stations saying that people stormed the Capitol while Trump was still speaking and nobody was over there.
I remember that. No, and that, because they were posting it all over. They're like, how is this happening when it hasn't even happened yet? Yeah.
So break it down, though. If Building 7 was the real target, Building 7 is a lot lower. You'll never be able to hit that with a plane or the illusion of an airplane, so you need a distraction. You need something around it to be brought down for another reason, because everybody's going to be concentrating on the World Trade Center Twin Towers. They're not going to be looking at Building 7 because you're definitely not going to be in that area. Boom. Now you have everybody focused on something else away from that area. Now nobody's going to see that. That's an old digital camera that picked that up. Because again, it's like cameras just happen to be filming that day. Somebody is sitting like on a park bench when the second tower gets hit and somebody's filming from underneath them. How many people had camcorders on them that day that just happened to be there? It's all fucking fishy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and there's eyewitness after eyewitness that heard the explosions, that, the ground shaking, tremendously like an earthquake, and anyone that
we'll get more into
demolition, anyone that can tell you that's in demolition, a building drops, it just falls. Like an architect, like my uncle's an architect, there's no way that building would have collapsed with planes, even at that high. With the high fire, there's no way. There's no way I'm not saying physically, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no way, physics wise that those buildings should.
Yeah, but again, it's like
demolition style.
But again, it's like if that's your real target, you'd never be able to hit that with an airplane or the illusion of an airplane. So yeah, distraction. I mean, they would. Like I said, we'll get more into it when we get to that, but we're just kind of leading up to it. But no, Cammy, you're right. It's that they demolish buildings the way they do for a reason. So, but my thing is, I guess they didn't want mass hysteria yet by just letting them fall the fuck over, because they had a master plan and they knew it.
Yeah.
Because this was going to lead up to something bigger for them. And I hate to say it that way, but
Port Authority is their own like police. You know, it's New York City police, but the buildings had their own Port Authority. That was their police.
Right.
And then their logs, you can go online in their logs and you can see the months leading up to there that since the buildings were open, they had the most activity ever, people entering, coming and going. And it's because they were planting the bombs in there.
There were students from Israel that were there.
Seven's collapse were captured in different ways.
We were watching the building actually because it was on fire. The bottom floors of the building were on fire, and we heard this sound that sounded like a clap of thunder. Turned around, we were shocked to see that the building was it looked like there was a shock wave ripping through the building, and the windows all busted out.
In the end, the evidence of explosions was ignored by the organizations behind the official version, like NIST, FEMA, Popular Mechanics, and the 9/11 Commission. My independent search continued. Up next, the kink in the roof. It's not necessary for there to be a kink in the roof of an imploding building, but when it does happen, it's a pretty sure indication of a controlled demolition. The roof can only kink in when the central support columns are blown out first, meaning the destruction of the building is coming from inside it, not outside. This is done by design so the building falls in on itself. The kink in Building 7 is clearly visible to the naked eye. Controlled demolitions are designed to let the top of the building fall through its inner core columns, which is typically the strongest part of any building. Watch the penthouse of Building 7 sink into the floor below it just before the collapse begins. Squibs.
Oh man, that was it. I was getting into that video. Steven can't hear you.
Sorry about that, guys.
We can't.
We're not going to do too much.
Steven, I was getting into that video. Why'd you stop it? It was like a good video.
Yeah, so we're not going to do too much on that because when it comes to our 9/11 episode, there's a lot more than just Building 7 that's involved with it.
But I get it. You were showing the demolition.
Yep, just showing the demolition and how the building, when they collapse, it goes like this. You know, I've saw a few controlled demolitions when I lived in Las Vegas, and it was very similar there.
Yep.
So Jeff, I'm not sure where Jeff went. Maybe he's using the little boy's room.
He had a
So I think we have a video. What do you think?
I was using the big boys room because remember now everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, you're right. Everything is bigger in Texas. Even the bugs. I don't know if you've seen some of those massive beetles out here yet.
Not yet, but remember, I lived in Florida with those damn palmetto bugs, and those things are like fucking airplanes.
Yeah, they are like airplanes. Thank you. And you can't kill them no matter, even if you step on them. Even if you shoot them with a gun, you're not killing those things.
So what are you sharing with us, John?
A video that Jeff wanted me to play.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, because I don't want it to buffer or anything, even though so far what have I been sharing hasn't buffered yet, but I didn't want to take a chance. But this is our friend Grover's video, his newest one that he's been working on.
Grove Street Films.
Grove Street Films. Also, Grover was telling me that Kash Patel actually retruthed one of his posts.
Oh, that's
so that is awesome. So, but this ties into. So go ahead, John, and play it.
I don't on me. Globe in my palm as it falls on me. Peace, my brother, I need more than a piece, my brother. If you rollin' with me, my brother, just know we going past the peak, my brother. And I keep my eyes on the prize so I can never see defeat, my brother. Walking the finest line between the shining night and royalty, my brother. I ain't playing, but they see I leveled up. They fed up, I don't act like I'm fed enough. Hate the game, but I'm sure you could bet it's us. Can't complain, but I'm sure you attempted, brother. Fested up everything that you estimates and underrate. You can say this the latest of the greats. I always keep the statement up to date by the way that I elevate above the ranks on the way with the fleet. Take a seat or stay out of reach. Word is mine, I ain't claiming a piece. Throne is mine, but I stay on my feet. Locked and loaded, I pray that you get low. If you rollin', I pray you don't get cold. Is you ready for war, my brother? Is you ready for war, my brother?
Backing, they backing up.
Yeah, don't ask if you're thinking we different. You trash and I'm picking the litter. I'ma spend a whole bag, I'm still getting richer. Really it figures, life's the bitch, now I'm intimate with it. Got hunger but I'm skipping the dinner to give him the picture. Get a mic gold, they ain't giving the silver. They ain't really the win as long as you still in the mix. That's a real bad luck, brother. Now I got them all shook, brother. I ain't playing by the book, brother. They'll be reading what it took, brother. Soon enough we'll be understood, brother. Started doing everything I could, now I'm doing what you can in case you mistook. Place with grace but I can't stay put. I'm made to be self-made and make way with the fleet. Take a seat or stay out of reach. Word is mine, I ain't claiming a piece. Throne is mine, but I stay on my feet. Locked and loaded, I pray that you get low. If you rollin', I pray you don't get cold. Is you ready for war, my brother? Is you ready for war, my brother?
Backing, they backing up.
September 19th, Government Gangsters is coming out. Full stop. No government gangster is stopping that from hitting the shelves. No government gangster is stopping that from hitting the shelves.
Is you ready for war, brother?
You ever feel like you wanna stop? You ever been close to the top? You ever looked at your past and kept moving forward and never looked back? It's a hard knock life, full of sacrifice. It's the only way to live when you know the price. It's the only way to move when you know it's right. It's the only way I know to fight the good fight. Yeah, and I done been through it all. Stood tall with my back against the wall, lost it all and got it back and answered my call to the light from the dark, to healing a broken heart. Never give up, you gotta see the future in the bigger picture. This is the fight of your life, you're looking in the mirror, and the belief that you have will help you see it clearer. This is your moment of clarity, it gets no realer.
I'ma keep fighting, I will hold my ground. I'ma keep fighting, ain't nobody ever gonna hold me down. I'ma keep fighting, I will hold my ground. I'ma keep fighting all the way down.
All the way down to my very soul, and down to my last bone. To my very last breath, I'ma keep on. I'ma stay hungry, I'ma stay strong. I'ma keep fighting, I'ma hold on. Stay driven, push my line till that line's crossed. Hard work every day, no days off. Yeah, and pay it forward till it...
Great video.
Yeah, he sent me like a rough draft of it a couple weeks ago, just like a little clip of it, and I was like, I can't wait for this. So he sent it to me the other day. It's on his page, and I dropped the link to his page in the chat. So
that's awesome.
Go follow him if you haven't already.
He has a lot of I love his transitions.
Yeah,
how he goes through those, and then the stuff in the background.
Yeah, that's got. I think it's got like 12,000 something views on it by now.
That's insane. Well,
13-7. 13-7.
Cash sent that out and it went wild. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
that is awesome. Yeah. John, you got something for us?
Always. Let's go. You know what time it is.
Yep. So
Steven, you better dance with this music because now we got Jeff into dancing, so you better dance with us.
Oh, wait till y'all see it. We have completely tweaked the video. It's even better.
I didn't do anything. It's.
I hope you put Depeche Mode in
is
there
what John's
because
doing.
Yeah, we want to get even more banned on YouTube. Let's go.
Depeche Mode wouldn't ban you.
Oh yeah, they would.
Are we going to the circus?
Yeah, he's sitting there playing certain things because he was working on it, and my ears popped up like, yeah, that's it. That's the only contribution I gave. Was
that is
just
so
like
true
my
because it is a big
that I like
circus.
All right, let's
So
do
Ruby
this.
made a cash meme after she watched the government gangsters video. Ruby, you should share that with me. You can send it either on Twitter or Truth. I'd love to pull it up. She makes some amazingly dank memes. I don't know if you guys have.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she killed.
Next time you play that intro, I'm gonna have my bag of popcorn because it's like going to the circus.
Yeah,
and that's some peanuts.
Yep, and some cotton candy, and we're set, John.
All right, what do we got? What do we got for? What do we got for this guy?
I think John is frozen.
John is frozen.
Yeah, he came out here to use my microphone.
Oh.
I wonder. So, are you going to play anything, John? Or
Yeah, or I mean, was that it?
I guess that was it.
That was it. That was the circus music he wanted to play. Cool.
That was it. We love it, John.
Yeah. Well, I got a word from our sponsor. Do you want to talk about a real circus?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
While we're waiting on John's computer to start working. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me just make sure the sound is up. Blah blah blah. Like I said, it's a circus for me at least. All right, you ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay, hold on one second. Oh, something's wrong with this computer, so I have to wait for him to let me share it. Or Steven, if you could authorize
You want
it.
to send it to me? You just text it.
No, I can play it, but it's like
It's yours. Oh, hold on. I'll pull it
Yeah.
up. I got it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do that.
Give me a second. I have to type.
John
I
is
tried to-
slacking.
So you know how I got a new computer and this new board and everything?
You guys know this new board that I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do
We got
that.
it working. And the computer hasn't shut off once, so knock on wood, I think.
Hey, I'm banning that 2-year-old voice from now on. Don't do
There's a good
that.
possibility that it works fine. What happens if I echo it? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh. Before the show, we were going, I am your father.
No, I said he's not. I am not his father.
Oh, I'm not your father.
It's tough to be a fan, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Here we go. A word from our sponsor.
Bro, get out of my room. Get out.
Hold on.
See, you need it.
There it is. All right, let's go.
Hey man, did you hear the Jets got Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, bro. Let's go. Aaron fucking Rodgers from the Packers, man. This is gonna be our year, I'm telling you. I like your enthusiasm and all, but you don't know this team very well, do you? Bro, trust me. I know this team. I've been a fan for 5 years. I'm telling you, I know this team. Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl winning quarterback from the Packers, man. I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna go all the way this year. You know who else won a Super Bowl with the Packers, right? Head coach Mike McCarthy. Yeah, Mike McCarthy also coached Aaron Rodgers during those Super Bowl years. He sat down with the Jets owners a couple of years ago after Todd Bowles finally got fired after stinking up this place for too fucking long with one winning season. He actually said, I want to be here and I want to coach this team. He had a great press. Who did the Jets go with? Shitty Adam Gase, who has, I think, 4 years in the league as a head coach with Miami. Had a losing record, ruins quarterbacks. They had Sam Darnold, who showed a lot of potential, really did, struggled a little bit. Who do you think they hired? Yeah. No. Adam Gase. That's right, Adam Gase. They wrote him instead. Mike McCarthy. Look, bro, it's Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you, he doesn't even need a coach. I'm telling you, this is our year. I've watched this team for 5 years. It's been a struggle, but I'm telling you this time. I promise you this time. Bro, I've been a Jets fan since the Cote year. I know this team. Let me tell you something. I see it all the time. I've seen it so many friggin' times in all my years. Zach Wilson, another young quarterback they get, shows great signs of potential. Also shows signs of some struggling here and there. I get it. Shows signs of potential again. What do? Do they work with him? No. They go out, they spend all this money on a quarterback who's pretty much at the end of his career instead of working with what they have. They do it all the time. I am telling you, I just hope somebody on Twitter does not predict that Aaron Rodgers goes down. I'm telling you. Bro, you don't know shit. Watch.
Protection breaks down and time runs out. Down goes Rodgers and the sack for Leonard Floyd. New this year, and after spending 3 years with the Rams, the former first-round pick of the Bears, and now Rodgers sits down.
Now, what did you learn?
Oh no! We suck again!
That was awesome. Oh no, we suck again. We just saw a movie with that dude in it. True story about, Super Bowl coach that Peyton from Louisiana, from the Saints. True story.
Oh yeah, Sean Payton.
Did you see that movie?
No, but I just found it funny that I had to put in that because me and John were at the store because I kind of just got here at the time, so we kind of missed the game. We caught like the last 5 minutes of it, but I found it funny when I was watching that clip. Aaron Rodgers is just looking at the sideline, and all of a sudden, I just happened to go down, and it's like, let me go add this because that was a little peculiar.
The funny thing in that video is my husband and I were just talking about that today. Coach Prime, who's Deion Sanders, posted after the game last night. We stayed up to 1:30 watching it. Freaking amazing game. He posted, "We've really got to do something about these players laying down." They all do it. So it's funny that you showed that because he's like, get down. That was funny that you showed that. They all do it.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that part because again, it's like I just saw like the highlights of him just getting sacked and all that, and I didn't see the part where he's just sitting there and all of a sudden, and I'm just like, but this is my team. This is what my team does when they have a young quarterback that shows a lot of signs of potential and then struggles a little bit. Oh, well, let's go get a quarterback at the end of his career. Or like I said, Mike McCarthy wanted to be the Jets coach that year, a couple of years ago. Who'd they go with? Adam Gase, who has a losing fucking record. Plus, he's a division. I'm telling you, as a Jets fan, this is the most aggravating team I've ever seen in my life. But it's expected.
Our neighbor is a Jets fan. Our neighbor, and he has a huge Jets dude that he blows up every Sunday, and my sister-in-law likes the Jets too.
So let me tell you something. All that woke shit that started in 2020 with the NFL just made it so much easier to turn the games off, or not even turn them on at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I like
haven't watched any football. So I don't even know when. So where'd John go?
Yeah.
He's working on his computer, I guess.
Oh no, it crashed. Okay, because he was gonna close us out. He he was going to close us out, but I don't know if he has. What do you know? What we're going to go into here? We're running out of time here, so unless you guys got anything else to go over today, it's
I
been,
don't have anything.
it's been an incredible show. CLS, C-Tex, we love you, sister.
Yes.
Yes, C-Tex, we love you.
I'll send you. I'll DM you that video so that way you have a link to it so you can watch it again if you would like. And I'll make sure that I put it or we'll put it in the description as well. I wanted John to show us the new merch site again. There was some things. So you guys ordered shirts. When did you guys order the shirts?
What was it, Friday night? And they shipped yesterday.
And they shipped
Wow.
yesterday. So
They shipped yesterday.
and the cost is a lot
That
less
could-
as well.
That could be a bad thing. Who knows? They
Who
could
knows?
have
Because
just said,
Teespring
just
took
don't print
forever
the-
to ship. Yeah.
Well,
but they could have been like, just print this shit. Oh, who cares what there's a smudge there. Fuck it, just send it.
No, because their website is it's a lot more professional than Teespring's was.
Yeah, Printify is a lot more professional. So we're going to shut down the Teespring site here in the next couple of days, guys. So don't worry about going in there and getting merch anymore. We're going to upload everything to Printify. Jeff and John have already been working on that. It's so much more user friendly, and it looks like it's easier to put our design, your guys' designs on there and stuff, and our designs, because obviously all of us have put a little bit out there. But so if you guys want some great American podcast,
If I did, what do I always say? Even if it's 95% my designs, it's our designs.
it's all ours. Yeah, the great
Because you
American
guys
Podcast-
give me the ideas sometimes without knowing it. You might say something in passing, and boom. It's just funny. Last night, like I said, when John posted his picture for C-Tex for her birthday, when he put the Trump mugshot with C-Tex, I'm just like, now you know why it makes sense, because I did the video of Trump giving her the happy birthday. I
Yep.
was just like,
It's perfect.
We're starting to think like, holy shit.
Well, it's
That
funny.
video was awesome. You
thank
should
you.
do an order from our sponsor with that video. Like
Hey,
something like that.
Can you
That's
ask
awesome.
John? Oh, there he is. John the Mod is back, everybody. Kind of.
Oh, time to go. Bye, John. Bye,
just wanna-
John.
Well,
That little thing right there is the reason my computer went off.
Oh,
the
sounds
cat.
like my cats.
the cat? Yeah.
Yep.
She's a trip. She's a trip.
Yeah,
Johnny
my
would be
cat-
like, do the kitty roll. Do the kitty roll. She'll
Hey, John,
do it. She'll
can you-
stretch her back. She'll stretch her back legs first, and then she'll just
Oh.
roll on the floor.
That's awesome.
Nothing
Can you-
like my
can you
20-pound
scroll
cat,
this
though.
out?
Right.
I can't even pick up my Tom. He's so big.
Of course. All right. Oh,
And then you can take us out.
I bet. All right.
Hey, John, before you do
Let's
that,
go.
you sound like you're on the starship right now. Just kidding. 'Cause of
I
your
love
voice.
it. I love in the back of the video, Jeff, your word for a sponsor, how it had the poster about the dark side behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he actually get that one? Yeah, that one's up on the
Yeah,
wall.
I did. Yeah.
Let's go. See, I
I
got
made
the
sure to get
Mandalorian.
that.
I got the Mandalorian on one side, and I got the Star Troopers on the other side.
Steven, you
Well,
weren't
I
here
got-
the last episode.
I got-
for was unhinged, and I said I'm the Joker of the of all of us, and John said he was the troll. So what are you, Steven? This Mr. Serious guy?
I mean,
Yeah.
Very
When it,
serious.
when it comes behind the scenes
He's
stuff.
like, sure, I'll be serious.
Very.
now to finish one team, two team.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Real quick. Boston J again. Thank you, Boston J.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
You're
Boston.
awesome.
And he's driving right now. He said.
So Jeffrey
Look at
still liked the podcast, so hopefully you'll watch it and enjoy the video that we made for Miss C-Tex.
All right, let's do this.
So wait, Boston J is driving. He threw it in like a toll.
Yeah, he said earlier. Yeah, like a toll. Thank you. He
Like a
said he was
toll,
on a
like he's paying
2-hour
a toll.
drive.
Well, I want to say, guys, everything that you guys have helped us with, not only got Jeff here, but there's a lot of like computer stuff that John's needed. Jeff got the laptop from an anonymous donor. The mics, Miss Cammie, some of the merch stuff. Boston J, you and I, we still need to talk. C-Tex, I'm going to send you a DM because there's some things coming my way that we're going to give some merch out to you guys, those of you that supported us, because we do appreciate it. And just know that we are still planning on doing some stuff. It's just we're still fairly new to this, so there's a lot with Jeff in Houston and John here in Houston and me trying to get my work schedule worked out. We're going to start doing some stuff in the community and giving back. I'm working on a couple other connections. I want Sergeant Wortham to come back on. We have Veterans Day coming up here. I guess it's November, but still, we're going to do a big show for Veterans Day as well. So thank you guys for helping us get the things like, this lovely little thing that I have here now. Well, they gave it to me for my birthday, but it helped me get the computer together. So, guys, all of that is very much appreciated. And just know that we give it back. I mean, if it doesn't go into the show, it goes into helping everybody. So, and that's kind of the goal. We have some money sitting there that also we want to give out. I just don't know if a couple $100 is enough, but. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna find some places that the donations that you guys have given the show, we do use it. So thank you guys for that.
Real quick,
and we will be, like I said, upcoming in the next month or two, giving out some unhinged stuff too.
Yeah. Real quick, Patty wanted people to watch last night's Night Shift. I put it in the comment section for people to go to.
Love Night Shift.
All right, I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna play as many videos as I was gonna do.
Okay, so we're gonna do one sheep, two sheep, and then close out.
Everybody, look at all those people doing the right thing.
So they're waiting to vote early,
vote in line,
right?
Right.
So this is a maroon dress woman, or is this somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
Is that your mule?
That's our
That's
mule.
her.
So this is a mule.
In front of everyone.
Okay.
Look, everybody's sitting there watching, like, what?
So this
What's
is
happening?
right now as she opens it up. Can't figure out how to open up because they won't fit.
Right.
Felony at what point?
After the first
Right there.
Now it's a felony. So this is a felon. 3 felons at one drop box, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about that. One after the other. In broad daylight. I mean, now you could also get driver's, license plate info and stuff, right?
Yes.
So she, in broad daylight, while everyone else was watching, just violated Georgia law.
Right.
Guys, that's my state, and this is my area where I live. There was so much fraud, and we all knew it. It's Cobb County, Gwinnett County, like we just saw. Fulton County had huge fraud. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, do you have real quick? Do you have True Social up, John?
Yes.
So I'm gonna tag you in something. Can you pull it up? And then I just want to show if CTEX is still here. I want to show this truth that I just tagged you in before you move on to the next one.
Somebody left. I think it might have been her. It might have been Terry. One of the two.
Yeah, I know Terry had to head out. Did you get it, John?
I'm checking now. I haven't seen it. Which one did you tag?
I tagged the Great American Podcast.
Yes, I see that one. All right, cool.
Okay, I'll pull that up. So, CTEX, if you're still out there, sister, this is for you. In Boston, thank you. That $10 is going to go to something for her birthday. I'm going to message her and send it to her here.
There we go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want to. Is that the one? Where's the one from Jeffrey? Can you enlarge your screen? CTEX, Jeffrey Steele says, "Happy birthday, sister." That's all. I just wanted to show that, and then the one above it with the puppies.
Oh no, you don't. Sorry, she's back.
Oh, the kitty.
Yeah.
The cat that is. Yeah, the cat.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and finish up there, John, and we can get going.
I'll save that one for next week. I'm gonna keep it real short. Let's go.
What's the video for closing out?
You'll see when I do it. I promise it's great.
Why is it when a liberal expresses their opinion, it's freedom of speech, but when a conservative expresses their opinion, it's intolerant hate speech?
Good question.
This is right. Good question. How it's hate speech. All right, and then I'll make this one the last one.
the people of Morocco in dealing with that earthquake. Did y'all hear Joe Biden's response? It was swift. We will send you the resources you need. Too bad the people of Maui there in Lahaina didn't get that response. And this is why many Democrats are leaving the Democrat Party.
Yep.
Well, it's like that. It's like the one meme I posted, but it's amazing how all the liberals put the Ukrainian flag in their profiles and all that. Not one of them put the Hawaiian flag. And then it's like, oh, I guess the news didn't tell anybody to do that. And it's so
Did you see where President Trump came out and said, I think it was this week, he said that thank God there's no life on other planets because this administration would send them money.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
It's so true.
Everybody but the United States of America, because they can't funnel it back to themselves when they push it through. So they can't track it. There's so many billions and trillions of dollars, probably trillions of dollars out there. Well, obviously more than trillions, because right before 9/11, Rumsfeld's speech, out there that is unaccounted for. Where does all that money go? Sure as hell don't come back to us, the American people, the people that work, so that way you guys can steal from us. Anyways, don't get me started on that. I can get
Biden crime family.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Well, it's the government crime family. A high majority of them are a bunch of crooks, and they've been doing it for their entire careers. That's how can you go into office on $100,000 salary and come out with a multi-million-dollar mansion?
Pelosi.
And
Trump is the only president in history that never took a salary, people.
And he lost money during his presidency.
Yeah.
So, all right, John, you want to
he lost $3-something billion.
Yep. Oh, I like it.
Actually,
we doing this.
I've seen a lot of places, I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. After all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. Chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. First he let the sunshine, then he made the waters deep. Then he gave us moonlight Texas. Life been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome video for the ending and song. Thank you, John.
Yes.
Always.
Like I said the other night when me and him were driving around, it just felt like home, and it was such a good feeling. It really was.
That's
It's like I finally. Florida, I was fooling myself at first. It seemed like home at first, but then it just got to the point like, no, I can't stand fucking being here.
Well,
and then I got here, and it was just like,
well, you have family here, Jeff. There was really nobody.
I know. That's another thing I told you. I said, now I have people here. Now I got my brothers here. And it's just like, don't get me wrong. You know, it was cool living with Judy. It's nice that she opened her home and all that. But I just, we went to the movies once and we were supposed, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. It really wasn't.
Well, so to take us out, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank you guys all for coming on and watching, and really this was a show for our sister's birthday.
Yes.
C-Tex, we love you so, sister. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully you get to eat a lot of cake.
We're supposed to have these by Wednesday, so let's see.
Yep. So they got some shirts and stuff coming in. So this is the new website. It's Printify. We'll put it. John will put it in the link in the comment section, or not the comment section, the description.
It's already there.
Okay, cool.
Put it
And
in the chat.
There's a lot of stuff that they've already transferred over from Teespring over to here. So the unhinged stuff will come over, the off the cuff stuff will come over. John's already got his sheeple. So guys, if there's anything that you guys want there, hopefully the quality's good. John will let us know, and Jeff will let us know once they receive it. I'm gonna get the hat. Probably go on and order it today because I tried to get a hat not too long ago, and Teespring wouldn't even make the hat for me. It had a Gadsden flag on it.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah, it had that Gadsden flag on it, and they said that they couldn't make it. So I'm like, really?
It's like it's blended. It's blended too. It's like
none of it made any sense.
I don't get it.
None of it.
It's weird too because if you remember back in 2020. Antifa wanted to print stuff on Teespring, and Teespring told them, no, we thought you were against capitalism, and Teespring wouldn't do it. So I was like, I thought Teespring was based, but no, they're beta. Oh, yeah. John, you know what you should the interesting video that you sent me about the year, the 1 and the 2, you should play that video. That's a good one to play.
Which one?
Short video to take us out.
Maybe. You remember the one that you texted me about the being born in with a 1?
Oh,
yeah.
Hold the phone. I got this.
While he's looking for the video, don't forget, guys, Unhinged on Tuesday. This Wednesday, I will not be there for Off the Cuff, but I think Jeff has a special guest. Because I'm taking.
I have one. I don't know which one yet, but I have a couple lined up. But I definitely have a definite. But there's one that was considered first.
So you always have John the Mod too. So Unhinged on Tuesday, Off the Cuff Wednesday, and so my work schedule is going to start rotating days off, which means that you'll never know when we go live. So there's a possibility that we'll go live, on a Wednesday or a Friday or a Tuesday I might just
or
Tuesday.
Or we might go live and you don't know who's going to be live.
Yep.
That's so true. We don't know who's going to be live. It could just be John the Mod.
Yeah, you don't even know. We could have some special. I've been working on a couple other people coming on. Having Jeffrey Steele on was awesome, and then also having Sergeant Wortham on, and then Jason Nelson, of course, Choo Choo.
Yes.
And Todd. A lot of you guys. Thank you guys for coming on. All of you guys for sure. So
there we go.
It's 24 seconds, but it's great.
This generation born after the year 2000, they different. Let me explain why in numerology terms. Okay. In 1900s, every one of us had a 1 in their birthday. That 1 is male energy. Now the kids born in the year 2000, there is no more 1. There's a 2, and that 2 is feminine energy, and that explains why we have so many beta male bitches today.
getting knowledge.
Oh man.
Get him
B&B.
But yeah, there's a lot of them. Of course, my son, he's my 16-year-old's not that way for sure. My 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. She's going to be 8. So we're having a daddy-daughter day
happy
tomorrow.
birthday.
Yeah,
happy
we're gonna have a
birthday.
daddy-daughter day tomorrow. So I'm super excited. So I took tomorrow off instead of Wednesday. But also, since we have another guy, I should be only working either a late shift or an early shift and no more all-dayers. So I should
good.
work a couple less hours, which means that there's a lot more stuff that we can get going and get doing for the community and for those that we want to help. I have somebody putting together something here in Houston where they're going to go and do showers. It's like a mobile shower truck for homeless. And so I'd like to definitely try to get the word out for them.
Let me tell you something. I've been homeless on the streets twice now this year. Let me tell you something. A shower means everything. It really does.
Yeah.
I'm talking from experience. It makes you feel fucking human again. So that is very important.
And once, so there's a guy that I know, he's working on it right now. Once they start going, we're gonna go out there and maybe do a couple videos that we'll post. At least I will. If you guys want to join, you can. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna try to support them because that's important. There's a lot of homeless, and it's getting worse because the economy is getting worse. We're gonna see more people, unfortunately, losing their houses and stuff like that until it gets better. So, but with that, you got Cammy, you want to say bye?
I just want to thank everyone again for tuning in. We love y'all, and Jeff and I will see you on Tuesday night for Unhinged.
Absolutely.
Have a good rest of your evening.
And I'll be there, even if it's just in the chat temporarily.
That's fine.
Or Jeff?
Yeah, I just want to say fingers crossed. Well, not really fingers crossed, but because fingers crossed, I heard is worshiping false gods. I don't know, but yeah, Tuesday, yeah, I'll be on with Cammy. I know I might be working a day that day. Who knows? I'll find out tomorrow. But Wednesday is like I hope I get the job that I really want. So
those of you
You're
watching,
gonna get it.
if you could please pray for Jeff, pray that if it is the right job, he will get it.
That's the one I want. Also, real quick, little brother, my ninja, he's going to be sending me a couple of pairs of hand-me-down pants, and I don't care. Let me tell you something. When you have nothing, so he's going to be pants that are desperately needed. So shout out to my ninja for that. I know he had to leave, but that's awesome.
And thank you to all those that reached out in the chat to help Jeff.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, yes,
That was
thank you.
incredible, guys. Yeah, all those.
We
that helped.
have a lot on Twitter in our group that reached out to you as well, Jeff, that you don't even know.
Oh, I know. That's all I can say is, because in the Scotty video, Patriot Woman said something, and I was like, I had to go back and say it, but it's like I could not be here if it wasn't without y'all. I would not be here. I really wouldn't be.
Well,
Thank you, Boston. Thank you, Tia, man.
We love you, brother, for sure.
I love y'all too. Like I said, it's like I said the one time I was like, going homeless was the best thing that ever happened to me, and it was like, I even did it twice for good measure. I actually did it 3 times. Well, the third one was short lived, thanks to John. He was like, said, no, this ain't happening. Thanks to all you guys, but when me and John went on our little drive the other night, he was, because I told him, I was like, just give me a couple days to clear my head, and he was, nah, he explained why, and I was like, makes a lot of sense. So,
and you're there, and it feels like home. So it
does. It does.
Immediate change.
Because a part of, I guess, Tom Ball, because like I said, he was like, oh, you want to see where you'll be working if this place works out, which, like I said, I got an interview and I'm already feeling good about it, because that when it popped up, I was like, that's the one I want, because I was done looking for the night. I was like, I'm exhausted. I'm done looking for the night. And then this one just happened to pop up. I said, that's the one I want. They called the next day. So, and I was like, yeah. So we drove through a little part of town, and it was like that part when we were driving through Austin to go see Scotty that night. And it's like, it felt like one of those movie town sets. And it's like, this is home. And I felt at peace. I felt at peace with myself, which is important, which is very important,
I love going down Main Street in Tomball.
It's cool. They have a good German fest. Anyways, so love y'all. Jeff, John, you want to take us out, brother?
Always. Don't forget to like,
share,
And subscribe. Don't forget to hit
We
that.
all got to work on it. We all got to work on it. All right, who's next?
Yeah, that was my bad. But
That's all right.
thank y'all, family. We love you. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yes, thank you. See you Tuesday.